Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we were scheduled to go over the first American carrier Langley. However, today was update day and there was actually quite a bit that came out. So I think you'd be a lot more interested in seeing what's new in regards to that versus something we can go over any other day. So we're going to push back American carriers for a couple days and go over some new things that came out. Starting with a new event. You now have the ability to do a earnest mission, which you go after the carrier Habakkuk, or Habakkuk, however you want to pronounce it. It's a giant ice carrier that has like Avro Lancaster bombers with tall boy bombs that do massive amounts of damage. Plus, all the ships that you would normally see in the event that is going on right now for Maryland and Trafalgar. So we're going to play that today and show you how that works. And then there is a couple more things. There is a new decoration, harbor decoration that is out. It's a Panzer Zoo Hunter. Main gun damage of 5%. Nothing big. There's also a new ship decoration of a snowflake that does 4% main gun cooldown and increases your speed by 4%. So I like that part. And there are two new sister ships that came out, and these ones were the ones I was kind of talking about yesterday. These are the sister ships for Alzus. I only knew of one, but there's actually two of them. You can get a pink camo, and you can get a blue camo. You can kind of see them here once it loads. So you have the pink one, and you have a blue one, as you can see here. Now, these are actually not bad, and you can get them both. If you buy one, there's a discount for the other. That's why you see one as 1,500 prisms, the other is 500 prisms. And these ships are actually quite interesting. Now, I have stripped my Alzus of all her ornaments and modules. So I have both of them. The pink one I've named Lorraine, and the blue one I've renamed Martinique. Now for Lorraine, I have her as a full AA build. And here she is. I mean, not terrible. Pretty cool. I put a French shield on her. And yeah, pretty basic. And then for Martinique, I have her as a full secondary build. And this is actually the one that I have the snowflake on. So I've actually increased her speed even more than normal. And I have other speed buffs, and I have my speed boost. So I'm curious to see how fast I can actually get this ship to go. That being said, I am assuming that these ships are just normal Alzus ships, no other added buffs. But the one thing that I was most curious about was if she has the ability to be treated as a prism ship, since this is a prism camo. And the answer to that is yes. If you look at the free XP gain bonus, you have 100, well, I have 138% free XP bonus. So yes, even though Alzus is a tech tree ship, if you buy this camo, you can treat her as a prism ship. And honestly, that's pretty cool. I like that. So you were just pretty much given two prism ships for only 2,000 gems or so, prisms, and you can set them up differently and specifically to however you want. So honestly, that's a really cool idea. I don't know if they're going to do that with other ships. Um, Maybe not a space camo. I'm still not the biggest fan of a space camo. But yeah, so we're going to take this ship out today and show you. This is my first game in this specific sister ship skin, so I don't know if there's any special effects, but I do know that Alzus is one of the best ships for the event that we're going to do today. And the reward of the event is, since I've already actually completed it, I completed it in the first go, you get a mini Habakkuk carrier. And we will do our own video on her later this week, possibly tomorrow. I have to reorganize my schedule now. But This is the smallest little super carrier you ever did see. Um, she gets Avro Lancaster bombers. She has an 18-inch gun turret on the back. She gets 6 heals, and I actually don't know how her AA is, but I did one game with her already. It is very interesting. She's definitely a special ship, and yeah. So we'll do our own little video on her later. But for right now, we are going to hop into today's mission. So with that, let's set up our ship and let's toss into a game. All right, and here ourselves our first mission. So I am teamed up with 3 other players. We have a Kaiser Friedrich de Wilhelm or an H-42. We have a Maine or a Montana. And we also have a, oh, let's see, where is it? Where's the other one? Oh, and a Magi. That was the other one. So yeah, let's see how we can do today. And we have a super carrier Habakkuk, Indiana, Holzendorf, Vittorio Veneto, Duke of York, Markgraf, Lafayette, Howe, Ashitaka, Jabar, Vanguard, and Kaliningrad. So pretty much just the event that's currently going on, but with another carrier. Alright, so here is the huge carrier that you will have to sink. If you use the seaplane, you can see that she has 1.4 million health, and she has an entire airport full of heavy bombers. I'm not even kidding you. The best way to deal with this ship is to high explosive spam her. Each time you get a high explosive shell landing on her, that will actually be a citadel. And you can just high explosive citadel her to be sunk. Now, when I first beat this mission, I used my Space Montana Orion. I had something like 127 high explosive citadels by the time I finished that mission. So you're gonna get a ton of damage. I got over 1 million damage in just that one game. So no special effects on the shells. But let me just show you how big this carrier is. Look at all these bombers and how big. Look at all the aircraft. That was only 5 citadels right there. Pretty much nothing. Okay, so there's some cool effects on the gun firing smoke. And also the carrier continuously heals, so that's always fun. So you do have to get her down as quickly as possible. Now there are better ships than Alzus for this. Something like Montana. It will definitely be a good use. You also have to keep in mind not to get too close. The secondaries on the ship, as you can see them right opening up right now, are actually really powerful. And this Amagi is going to go down really quickly if she stays in a secondary range. And there she goes. Yeah, so the secondaries on the ship are no joke either. So pretty much right off the bat, the way to win this mission is to ignore the rest of the other team, focus on the carrier, and sink her first. Now, when I played this the first time, we had a Lioning on our team, and that was able to deal with the rest of the ships, while me and another Montana focused on the Habakkuk and were able to sink her. So that should definitely be a way or a method you should use as well if you are doing it as a team, which you should. Do not try and attempt this alone. You should definitely try and have a Lioning on your team if at all possible. So you can see I'm gaining massive amounts of damage. I'm already up to 60 citadels. Even if I don't win this mission, it'll still show you what to do. And like I said, something like Montana would definitely be better, but I wanted to see how my new French skin would be. And you just get massive amounts of damage. See who's behind me. The main and the... Oh, we have an AFK person. Fun. So we really only have 3 players. And so we just got to keep whittling down this Habakkuk. We do have 30 minutes to play this mission, so it'll definitely help you, though I don't think we're going to win because we're already down 4 ships. We are doing a considerable amount of damage on her, though. And once Habakkuk is down, then it's just the normal tier 8 battleships, which, though strong together, you can easily take on 1 or 2 of them at a time with our ship. There we go. We are doing some pretty decent damage. We do have a main or Montana with us, so that's definitely helping. So there's any cool... Oh, there is a pretty cool effect. And so we're trying not to give broadside to all these ships, but we don't really have a choice if we want to keep the carrier in range. Remember, she continuously heals, so if we don't sink her now, she's just going to heal it all back. And we're actually under attack from the carrier. And this carrier has bombers that have the tall boy bomb, which, if you're not familiar with it, are the bombs that were used to sink the turrets. And those are big boys. Those would definitely put a hole in your ship. As you just saw. Oof, that's a lot of damage. So it looks like we're going to have to start turning around here. Maybe? Well, we're being torpedoed again. Now let's activate one of our speed boosts. And we're going to have to turn around. The carrier is almost down, thankfully. Hopefully our Montana friend can take it from here, since I will pretty much be out of the battle against the carrier for the time being. And I'm not even knocking down any of these aircraft. All these aircraft have so much health to them. So our Montana's getting a lot of good damage on her. Maybe I can get over this island. The torpedo bombers are pretty much trash. They're not going to do anything to you, but it's those dive bombers that are really going to damage you. Alright, and we're almost done with the carrier. And then we'll just have literally every other ship on this team to deal with. So we're actually going to switch to armor piercing and see what we can do with this. And there goes the carrier. Alright, so we're pretty good right now. Looks like our AFK person is going to soak up some damage from these two ships. And we can focus on these ones in the meantime. And let's start taking ships out. Let's see, what did they already lose? They lost the Vanguard. Well, if we can find that Kaliningrad, we can take her out pretty easily. Are we going to lose our Montana? I think so. She was almost full health a moment ago. And then she took a bunch of torpedoes. Yep, and there she goes. Alright, so let's see who we can finish off. So that we can decrease some of the guns shooting at us. We're going to use 2 turrets. We're going to use more. Let's switch back to high explosive and see if we can just burn everything. Do I feel like we're going to have to deal with up yet or no? Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Nope, you're still AFK. I haven't played all of this in a while, and honestly, I'm not used to the lead yet. Though we do have a fire on her, so that helps us a bit. So it looks like Jean Bart's gonna go down. Now we have Holzendorf to work on. We did output our last here. See, our H-42 friend is still AFK, but almost dead, but at least she's distracting the Holzendorf right now. I'll take as many free shells as I can. And you just have to take them on in 1s or 2s. And so I'm actually going over 40 knots with all my buff supply and the speed boost. Is it 41.3 knots? Wow. There she goes. You're still AFK. Alright, now we need to go find the other ships. I think my graphics are all wonky now. Oh well. And so I don't know if I should burn everything or if I should try and just armor pierce the broadside. Actually, that worked pretty good. I think we're going to stick with that. Gotta keep maneuvering. I do have my secondary focused Alzas right here, not the AA focused one. But I'm not going to get into secondary range with, what is that, 8 battleships? Yeah, no, that's a good way to be sent back to port really quickly. I don't need you to turn an angle, so I'm going to try and burn you now. The more guns I can take out now, the less I have to deal with afterwards. Honestly, Altus doesn't have the best broadside armor. Ooh, we got 2 fires on that Tirpitz. I'll take that. Maybe our H-42 friend can take, yep, and she's going to take some of the shells that are coming at me. That'll help me a lot. Though she won't last long. Let's pop another speed boost. So the Tirpitz is almost down. I think we can get her from the front. Let's switch back to high explosive. Oh, she's healing though. Oh, you still got her. Awesome. Looks like we're going to be the focus of some of these shells again. If they're going to turn, we're going to switch back to armor piercing. Get some more damage. I think I'm going to have to... I'm going to say turn around, but I think they're actually just going to come for me once this H-42 goes down anyways. See if we can get Citadel with some Magi from here. Ooh, the Kaliningrad is still up. We can easily kill her. And a Veneto. Ooh, that was a big hit. That hurt. That one definitely hurt. But we got the Kaliningrad out. Now I could try and bow tank all of these ships, and part of me wants to. But again, I don't really know if that's the best choice right now. Where's Yasachaka? Ashitaka, there she is. The H-42 is holding on to dear life. See if we can work on this Veneto a bit more. Well, I got some hits, but I wasn't able to sink her. I need some more broadsides. There goes the H-42. So now it's just us versus 6 pretty much full health battleships. So this will be fun. We have no more heals. Only one speed boost, though it's not really going to do us much good right now. And they're all pretty much, well, actually they're giving us some decent broadsides. But there's no way we're winning this. This is why you need a team. But I am going to get a bunch of damage. Alright, let's spin our guns around. Might as well use our speed boost, even though we don't really need it. Let's see if we can take a couple more ships with us. So we're going to try and finish off this Ashitaka, maybe the Lafayette. But anything... Oh, the Neto is pretty low, actually. Let's see if we can work on her, too. This has to be the strongest Amagi I've ever shot. She survived so many salvos where she should have just been sunk. So there's another one down. We could probably finish off this Veneto if we could see her. And that'll be about it. Alright, so right now no one's detected. We still have 7.5 minutes left. So might as well do what kind of damage we can. And that will be it. I want to see this Veneto. There she is. Ooh, and we're gonna die here soon. 800 health. And the Veneto is what actually sinks us. Alright, but you get the gist of how this mission is. You need a team, preferably aligning. 1,458,000 damage, 5 ships sunk, 370 shell hits, 13 aircraft shot down, 179 citadels, 3 fires, 3 modules destroyed. Top of the team, no thanks to that Kaiser Friedrich de Wilhelm. The Abagi went down pretty quickly as well, but the Montana helped us quite a bit. 1,127,000 damage in high explosive, 309,000 damage in armor piercing, and fires did 21,000 damage. As you can see from the Habakkuk, we had over 1 million damage on that alone, and she only had 1.4 million to start with. She was continuously healing though. Yeah, a lot of shells to deal with. But she's pretty fun. Yeah, the mission itself is not that bad if you get the right players. As the first one I played, it was a walk in the park. Just I had no damage at all, and I was able to do. Actually, let me take a look. So this was when I beat the Habakkuk mission. 1.06 million damage, 177 shell hits, 127 citadels, 2 fires. Um, Middle of the team, like I said, that Lion really does help with her missile sinking the rest of the ships. And then, yeah, I took 0 damage and I did a lot of damage and only shot a few ships. So it's not impossible to beat. You just need to have the right team and the right ship. So with that, I will wrap up today's video. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And I think tomorrow we're going to go over that mini Habakkuk carrier that I showed you just a moment ago. There she is. Fun little carrier, and this will be the one that you will receive as a reward for completing the mission that we just failed. So, thank you for watching and take care.